Secretariat was under lock and key as members of organized labor, the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress were on ground to prevent workers from gaining access to their offices following the commencement of the nationwide strike due to federal government failure to implement the new minimum wage as promised. Chairman of the NLC, Comrade Simon Barnabas, while addressing newsmen, stated that the strike was necessary as workers can no longer make do with the 30% minimum wage due to the ever-rising cost of living, hence the need for a living wage to help workers cope with the hard times.
We have been directed to carry out this assignment to step down all activities, and so we are on strike. We are saying a capital no unless the federal government will come to terms with labor and do the needful in releasing the living wage without further delay. And it's a total action. We shall not have any compromise whatsoever. We are using this medium as well, aside of the announcement that has been done. We are telling all our members, workers in Bayelsa State, to stay at home. And we are equally using this medium to call on the presidency, our dear President Tinubu, to see how he will expedite action in ensuring that these issues be ameliorated so as to cushion the effect of subsidy removal.
Lending his voice, the TUC chairman, Comrade Julius Laye, stated that workers are only trying to take back what is theirs as they are tired of plying and watching others plunder their efforts.
It's indefinite until the national, like I mentioned earlier, give a counter directive.
Chairman of Fratau, Comrade David Imebo, and the Secretary of the NLC, Comrade John Angase, also expressed their disdain over federal government's attitude towards the welfare of workers in the country, stating that they will remain on the street until government gives them a favorable reply.
It is painful that people that lay the golden egg, so to speak, the wealth creators are the ones that suffer the most. Workers are the people that create wealth. So without workers, there will be no economy. That is the truth. We have workers in every sector. So today, we workers from across board, from all walks of life, we have been called out to stay at home, to embark on this industrial action, to press home our demand. It is painful because today the amount of money, 60,000, is being proposed by government to pay as minimum wage cannot do anything for us because a bag of rice today is 78,000 naira. So what are we talking about? It is insulting of a truth that government will propose such an amount, for labor. It's not acceptable, and we will not accept it. Honestly speaking, we will be on the streets until government will listen to us and make our life better. Today we can't even go to market. You cannot pay fees for your children. Your children cannot go to good schools. We can't even live. You can't even buy gari. The ordinary food that we used to eat, we can't even buy anymore. That's because the inflation is on the high. So we are saying that the federal government must, as a matter of fact, listen to labor and approve a living wage for Nigerian workers.
But sometimes we know they bow to pressure of their superiors. Some of them are rendering essential services in their office, and without them, the office won't work. So their superiors are also putting pressure on them to come to work. But ours is to ensure they will not go to work.
Following the inability of federal government to come to compromise with organized labor on what they call the new living wage, the union has embarked on a nationwide industrial action, which is to last indefinitely. Priscilla Role, NLTV News.